Hey everyone, I'm Lori Cooch, and today I want to go over a not so new product, but a very, I want to say it's an unknown product, at least in my circle of customers and events, and it's the new Creative Memories Circle Cutter. Now, if you've been around, the custom cutting system has been a fan favorite for years and years, all the way back to old Creative Memories, and it is still a great tool, and it comes in different shapes. There's rectangle, there's a jumbo circle, there's ovals, gemstone, and of course circles. And it uses these different blades. So you have a red, a green, a blue, and using just these three, I don't know if you can see them, these three templates, you can cut 18 different sizes with these three blades and those three templates from 0.875 to 6.375 just by, you've got the little prongs, you put them in the groove like so, and then it will cut a circle, and you can also put it this way and cut a smaller circle this way. So yeah, they all cut different sizes, and it's a great tool. And I've had this like all the way clear back to the original Creative Memories, and it's been a staple in my stash. But now we have the new circle cutter. I'm gonna get these out of the way. And I got asked on it last weekend at my crop, and unfortunately I wasn't prepared. I had just purchased this myself. I didn't know a whole lot about it. So I've been doing a little bit of studying today and playing, and I want to share with you. So first off, it's a safety blade. So that's where the blade is, and you're not going to cut yourself. It's just like our 12-inch trimmer. It's got that safety blade in there, so if you've got littles, they're not going to accidentally cut themselves, or if you're clumsy like me, you're not going to cut yourself. So to access that, you push this little button here. This just opens it up, and it's just like our 12-inch trimmer. It's a little cartridge, and you can see the blade's not out, and it's easy to swap in and out. Now, why did they make it easy to swap in and out? I don't know. And it's also interesting that they labeled it straight. Does that mean we're going to get other like a wavy or something? I don't know. They haven't mentioned it. They haven't said it. Just an observation there. It says straight, and that it can be popped in and out. Of course, you could do that for when you finally dull your blade and need to replace it. Maybe that's, I don't know, just speculating there. So that just pops in like so. Now, to engage the blade, that's a two-part process. So you see, you can't really push that down until you push this in, and then it will push down. And can you see it? The blade comes out. So in, out, in, out, in, out. So that's a safety feature there too. So your littles are not going to accidentally like get their hands on this and push down and poke their finger. You have to do both to get that blade to engage. Okay. So there's that. Now the next feature on here is, we're going to go over here. This side, this measures in centimeters. Can you see that? So if you are a metric system person and you want to do things in centimeters, boom, there you go. Or if you're following tutorials from Europe, I think they do a lot of things in centimeters over there. So you can follow along. On this side, there's two, and this is where I got confused. So we're going to go through that. This down here, see, it's got the blade right here. This is for when you're cutting. So you can go to almost, it won't go any smaller than here, almost to a 3-inch circle. So you're going to go maybe like just right around a 3 1/4 is your smallest circle. And of course, then your largest circle is going to be 11 3/4. Because if you were on a 12-inch piece of paper, you can't really cut a 12-inch circle on a 12-inch piece of paper. So those that's interesting to me. So you can go anywhere in between. The other thing is most rulers, they go in 1/4 of an inch. This one goes in 0.2. So instead of 0.25, 0.2. So you've got your 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, and then a whole inch. So that's when I say it's about 3 1/4, because I am between the 3 and the 0.2, and I'm a little bit up. So it's right around 3 1/4 is your smallest circle. So to adjust it, say you wanted to do a 6-inch circle, here's the number 6. You're going to put that line on number 6, this black line right here, and you're just going to tighten the white down. The blue, free twisting, no problem. But the white, you want to put it, I moved it, so put it right on that line and then tighten it down and make sure it's tight so it's not going to move. The blue, when you push it down, see that? It pushes it's a little tacky, not even tacky. I don't even know what the right word is to use there, but it puts it on your paper so it doesn't move. And I can free move this because I'm not squeezing and I'm not pushing. So this will just move around and it keeps your paper from moving. Okay. So there's that. And we're going to cut a circle. We're going to test one. I've just got some scrap paper here. And then we're going to come back to what this black line on top that starts at 11 over here and goes down to make a 3. Let's see. We're going to go just under a 3-inch circle over here. So hold on to that thought for a minute. So let's make, I only have a small piece of paper here, so we're going to just do a 4-inch circle. So I'm lining that up on the 4, tightening that down, and I'm going to, so you can do a couple things. You can use, oh, I don't have my 0 gravity ruler here, but you could use your 0 gravity ruler, put like 4 1/4 here, and find your 0, and then that's where you would be putting your mark. So I'm just going to eyeball it. I can see that this is on my paper. I'm going to hold that, and I can see that's on my paper, so I'm going to move it down. And I could even go further, but I'm going to just line it up on the edge. And so holding it down, holding this down keeps it from moving. Now, when I squeeze and push, it engages that blade. It's kind of a 2-part process. Got to switch hands. You can go back and forth. You can go any direction you want. Now, before I release this, I want to make sure that my paper is free. So I'm just going to kind of make sure I've got it cut all the way around, which I don't right here. So going to do that, and there you go. It's all free and clear. So now I have my perfect 4-inch circle. Ta-da! So you can do that on any, like I said, from just over a 3-inch all the way up to 11.75. Okay, so now this part. This is impressive to me. I hadn't noticed this, and I wish I had known this when I was trying to explain how to use this to my friends in Virginia City last weekend. But I'm going to just grab one of my Creative Memory dual tip pens, because this is a Creative Memories tool. We're going to use Creative Memories pen, but this here is for your pen. So you're going to just put it in there. See that little tiny hole in there? I don't know if you can see it, but you're just going to slide your pen in, and a very tiny bit of your tip is going to come out. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll take it out and then put it back in. See that? Just a tiny bit. You wouldn't even think it would work, but it does. So now I'm going to make this, so this has a pen. This one has the pen there, so that tells us it's for pen. And we will do a 4-inch circle with the pen as well. Okay. I'm just making sure I'm on the paper. You're going to hold it down just like before. You're going to pop that pin in there and you're going to just rotate it and make that circle. You don't have to press. Voila. That was me. I moved it there and that was where I stopped. So let's try and do a cleaner one. We're going to go over the top of it. So I'm stopping, so that's going to make that little thing there, but take the pen out, and there we go. That's a much cleaner. Had one little bobble there, but that's where I started, and I had moved it prior to starting. But yeah, so now you can do handwritten circles in any color that you want because of the Creative Memory pens. So here are some of them. You know, I got this little rolly. It's still available as well. But you can use any of these that have the fine tip. Oops. So that's the blotter tip and then a fine tip. So you can draw circles with this and you can cut circles with this. So that's neat as well. Let's see what else was there. I think that was it. Yeah, it's just a neat tool, and I forgot to look up how much it is. I will put links to it in the bottom description of this video. And the price, I don't think it was very expensive. But it's a neat tool to have in your arsenal, especially if you're going to a crop. This is really easy to carry, a lot easier than the big, which don't get me wrong, I love it, my custom cutting system binder that has all my templates in there, all my these things, I call them templates. You know, I've got the oval, the rectangle, the gems, I got them all. Gotta have your mat actually for both of these. I forgot to mention that. Your 13 by 13 self-healing mat, because if you don't, you're going to do two things. You're going to ruin whatever you're cutting on, and you're going to tear up your blade, because this is meant to work with these blades and the other custom cutting system blades as well. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. I am happy always to answer any questions you have. If there's a specific product you want me to show and demonstrate, let me know. And my mat is upside down. Just noticed that. So thanks for watching. I hope you'll give this little gem a try. I'm glad I added it to my tools, and can't wait to try it in the future, because circles are a great embellishment to put on your pages and use. So thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and if you have not yet, click subscribe. I would be honored if you would. Thank you. Bye-bye.